change our sponsoring thought, how do we know what our sponsoring thought about something is? Well, those are two questions.
Okay. How do we change our sponsoring thought? And how do we know what our sponsoring thought is? You can tell what your sponsoring thought is by looking at the majority of your life experience. That will be a sure indication of what your sponsoring thought is. Not looking at every experience of your life, because you'll always find exceptions that prove the rule, but looking at the majority of your life experience. That will always be a reflection to you of your sponsoring thought. How can we change our sponsoring thought? We can't. You cannot change a sponsoring thought because it is your sponsoring thought. But you can add, I guess this is just a bit like a semantic argument. You can't change your sponsoring thought, but you can alter it, if I could put it that way, by adding to it. Your sponsoring thought is somewhat like a non-erasable, non-deletable disk. But you can add all the data you want to it so that you can enlarge your sponsoring thought, which in effect, I guess in practical terms, is changing it. The reason that you can't change your sponsoring thought is that most of your sponsoring thoughts were created by you before you were 7 years old. In fact, most before you were 2 years old, and the rest before you were 7, about life and how it is and who you are and all that. But like a lot of things, as we grow older, we can enlarge our understanding or our awareness to the point where the original thought becomes much larger or largely altered or other than the original thought. So I guess in a sense you can change it, but the sponsoring thought, you should know, will always be there. That's why I make this point. The sponsoring thought will always be there underneath all the rest of it, and sometimes in your 87th year, it'll pop up. And you'll go, oh, I thought I dealt with that already. I thought, anybody had that experience so far in your life? Oh, I thought I already passed that one about 20 years ago. And there it is again. Because you branded it in to the, branded it right into the hide of your understanding in the very earliest days, during the times when you were formulating your understandings of life and how it is.